All right. I believe we are live. So, while I was AFK today, I did some clues. I opened them, and then I got some more clues. So, I think the first thing we are going to do is open up some clues once I tell people that I am live. And we'll mute myself so no one can hear me speak twice. I don't think anyone wants that to happen. Alright. We'll start here. Face it. We'll start with the beginners. I do have some holy sandals, so if I do get mole slippers, that would be great with the holy molies coming out shortly. Nothing special, and nothing special. Typical beginner clues, that's perfectly fine. The ancient page is pretty good, and studded gold is pretty interesting as well. Oh, the trimmed amulet of power. That's fantastic. I think I will wear that while we do this minigame today. In preparation for the minigame, I did go out and chop the maple logs that we will be using today. So, just simple fill up the log basket, and we go. I believe stepping on those gives you bonus to the next Vale Totem thing that you do. So you place a log, you look around at the animals here, the spirit animals, and then you use unstrung bows, strung bows, or whatever to build it. Simple enough, and we just continue along the path. I just believe what I stepped on earlier gives extra Vale offerings. I believe what highlights the animals in the area is the Vale Totem plugin on the plugin hub. And we just simply run around Auburn Vale. It has some pretty chill music, so it is very nice. We do get a little bit of construction experience for doing this, but it's not a significant amount. We may get a level as we are close to level 33. But the main goal is we'll get hopefully to 65 fletching with this minigame tonight. that because that was the wrong thing to fletch. Anyways, so I do think that the log basket is a significant upgrade to have while doing this minigame, so if you do go out and get it, if you can go out and get it, I want you get it through the forestry and mini events for woodcutting. And that's usually the run that I do, so we'll fill the basket with the rest of the logs. We'll hit up the bank. And refill the inventory. And now that I've done a set of a circle around the area, they've left the ends. As they come around and view my totems, they leave offerings. So I will pick those up. You need 100 offerings to rummage through them to get various things. One of the main items is the fletching knife that you get from it, which allows you to fletch any of the bows or any of the items, logs in your inventory, one tick faster. At some point, we will go and figure out if that works at Winterton. I don't see why it wouldn't, but you never know. The reason to go to I'm going for 65 is because it is the next level for this to go from maples to yews. As well, it allows us to set a goal generally for how far you want to do an activity, and that's 56 fletching, but also one of the main goals is to eventually get the ability to the hunter's sunlight crossbow, or whatever variation of those three words it is, in whatever order it is. Because I think I feel like that would be I don't know if easiest is the right way to say it, but I feel like that'd be a better way to do the fire cave. Nothing against the grinding out Carol's or the Atlatl beforehand, but I think I would rather do moons with a fire cape, so we'll not do it with the Atlatl. So it would either be with Carol's or the Hunter crossbow. And if we get to 74 fletching, 65 ranged, it will be something that will be beneficial, I believe, for the account to do the fire cape with those stats. So, as you can see, I've done a few, almost the second run at just about 90 run energy. And the only thing I'm really wearing is the spottier cape and the boots of lightness. So it's not like I'm wearing extreme weight reducing gear. Yeah, and this is just the minigame. We continue going to the bank, getting maple logs, setting up totems, and decorating them. Sometimes if you do that early, it looks like you'll get less reward for it not being fully decorated. So I try to offset it a little bit, but I'm not really worried. And the good thing is you can fletch while you're running to the next one, so. That's construction level. Like I said, I was close, so I don't think I will get another construction level, but we will see. Looks like someone got a bee forestry event as I was doing this. It's probably why my monitor was flashing blue. totems that we're going to do to get to 65. But if we get to 65 and get another construction level, that would be great. I did some sailing, so some of the oak planks that I had already set aside for the mahogany homes projection of levels got consumed with that, so that is all fine and good, and we will catch this impling, or attempt to catch the impling. Nature gives us dwarf wheat seed, that's good. What I think I'll do is, since nature's relatively high up, I think I will, when I stop at the bank, I will go grab my butterfly net, just in case I see an impling that I would like to catch. Little raccoon. This was Bob. Because our main goal is to do the Vale Totems. We would definitely like logs for this. Yeah. So we only got 32 because I had preemptively built this a little bit before the end was done admiring it. So we'll just wait a little bit to build that last one, and we'll fletch the bows to decorate it. And then we'll do the next one on the next set of bows on the way to the next. Wait for the ant to finish its animation, signifying that I can build that, carve that last spirit animal here. I can beat this. Oh, maybe if I'm not interrupted by the animation, by the level up. Yeah, it looks like I was able to, and because I had stepped on these things, I was granted an additional 10 offerings. So, completely optional if you want to step on them to get the rewards and the additional reward, but additional loot from the rummages is not, it's not the worst thing in the world. time, I'm gonna free impling loot. And catching implings will allow another one to spawn, which is beneficial. Anyways, so. Good evening, RJS. Yes, I respect the dream that he had. How are you doing tonight? I don't know if one of my friends had played that on stream or not. It sounds familiar, and I did not decorate that totem. What type of game is that? Guess I didn't decorate this one either last time I was through here. Is that the one where like the second level is like an ice area where you have a bunch of characters that you can select. You have like a duo character, I think, is one of them. I'm trying to remember. I think I know what you're talking about. And you get upgrades as you go through, and yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. You get upgrades and you can combine things like a virus and a winter storm to create an upgraded weapon attack. Although if you use like the winter storm and the thunder, like the lightning one, you get a different style of an effect, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty. It seemed pretty fun. Like I said, I have a friend that I play D&D with. He sometimes goes live on Twitch, and he was playing it. He was playing that after. He streamed that after he was playing Mega Bonk. There are a couple of there's a cosmetic reward. One of the rewards I got early off stream when I was doing this to get my fletching level up is this fletching knife. And what the fletching knife does, it creates a unstrung bow one tick faster than a normal knife. The other reward that would be nice to get is somewhat of a stacking reward, where you can add multiple bowstring spools together, and for each, I think up to 6, for each spool, it increases the amount of bowstrings that you can put on it. So it's a single inventory slot for an item that can string multiple bows in your inventory. So it basically makes stringing bows like fletching them. So if you do get it, it's pretty nice. One of the things that you can also rummage from these Vale offerings that I'm just stacking up in my inventory is there's a bale of flax, like a bundle of flax, or a bale, I don't remember exactly which word they use, but each of them have 25 flax in them. And the main thing is they're stackable, and you can basically go to like the Sears Village spinning wheel and spin just a bunch of bowstrings all in one inventory. Which is really, really nice. So, I got the fletching knife pretty early, I believe. And this one also has, this minigame also has a little bit of a dry protection thing, where for all the totems I'm making, I'm getting like a Vale Totem point thing for the minigame. And you can buy the bowstring spool and the fletching knife from the shop. There are a couple of other items in the shop as well, but I believe they're cosmetic. One's cosmetic, definitely. I don't know what the other one is off the top of my head. but the only reason I don't know it off the top of my head is it doesn't interest me too much to unlock for the character. But before I started doing this, I had 2 beginner clues and 2 easy clues that I opened. Beginners gave me nothing. I was looking for, obviously, mole slippers in it, because I did get lucky and pull holy sandals. So if I can get holy molies on this account, that would be fun. But like I said, I AFK'd some maples so that I could today to get enough for level 65. Thanks. Easy gave me my best in slot amulet at the moment, which is a amulet of power trimmed. So I will take it. It's a fun reward to get. It's actually pretty good. I should reset the experience tracker, and I'll let you know. But it's pretty good. I think I was getting like 110k experience with either willows or maples earlier. So it's actually pretty good. We'll do a couple runs and I'll tell you afterwards. There's minimal construction experience whenever you are crafting the totem, so it's also a little beneficial in that regard too, but nothing very overly exaggerated in the construction experience department, though, so. But to kind of put the experience into perspective, I've been live for about 35 minutes, and I have gotten just about 3 levels at this already. Good morning, Flyback. How are you doing? It's going well. How about yourself? How's bowling ball doing? That's good. At least she seems very happy. And she probably is doing that so she knows that she can get fed shortly afterwards, too. Welcome back. Hopefully the call was good. I'm unsure of a cat that doesn't demand feeding when that is the case. Like with contractors, RJs, or are you doing it yourself? Okay, that's not too bad. Are the, did your bathroom get finished in the basement? The one that Flyback absolutely loves. Oh, I love it. I don't know how you get less walls than none. I'm... I think the only reason he doesn't at this point is so that he can continue to throw stones. And that's 59 fletching. Getting about 129k right now, RJs, with the rate I'm going. And that's with Mabel logs at the moment. 3-inch slice of floor out so it's like an anti-wall below the floor. Oh, that's pretty good. I guess that's how you get less walls. I live in an apartment that is a single floor. So I only have a single bathroom and it does have walls. But I have been in many different homes within the general vicinity of the city, and there have been on more occasions than not been a furnished bathroom, not a singular toilet in the center of the basement that has no walls. But there, more often than not, there is a furnished bathroom in the basement that has walls and such, than not having any than no walls. So, and I've never been in a basement with a freestanding toilet unless it was being remodeled. That could be a possibility. I could be hallucinating, Flyback. I will not ever rule that out as a possibility. To decorate it. I just, honestly, I find it more impressive that you've convinced Condor that a Pittsburgh crapper is one where it's in the kitchen. Also, I still can't believe that he's actually going to turn on the stream during the reception. Or no, the party. After getting married. I know he thinks that's your house. That's even more funny. I do think that that is a image from a Zillow search in Pittsburgh, right? Random construction level while building a totem is always good. Yeah, I'm getting about, oh, I should decorate that. Yeah, getting about 128, 129k doing this with maple logs and cutting them into unstrung longbows, RJ. So I think that's what I'm going to probably average for the night with this type of log. Which honestly is not bad. Good morning, Smoot. How are you? I will definitely stay out of melee range of the Jaguars, as I will do my best not to be entering the Coliseum today. Yes, if I ever own a domicile and it would have anything of that nature flyback, it would definitely be something furnished with walls in the basement. Nothing open formed. How are your colo attempts going? And I guess Inferno attempts as well. You've been going back and forth, I think. Now, whenever I see those pictures, RJ's on Reddit, those are pretty funny. Also, seeing the pictures or short videos of people having to cut holes in their door because that's the only way they're able to open the bathroom door to get into the bathroom is funny as well. He does his animation, I'll go grab these. It's starting to sound like you had an eventful day yesterday. And that was not on RuneScape. You should install it however you want, RJs. You don't need to listen to Flyback. I think Flyback is just trying to offer you some good life advice by not having them installed face to face. I think he would be intimidated to sit down at a toilet that had that kind of intimacy with another human being. I can't help it. I kind of want him to do it just for the sheer fact that he can take a picture and we can show Condor that he's upgraded it. boy, I can only imagine what Flyback's going to do with the image that you just sent him again. Oh, I'm sure he had a wonderful idea of what to do, and he's going to enact it. Although, I was honored by Flyback earlier by being called a respected member of the community. I wasn't saying I was denying that. I was just saying that I was honored to be called one by Flyback. Does someone want to come here and catch that ninja impling? Can't quite yet. Need 2 more levels. That's good flyback. I like it. What did you have for lunch today, Smoot? Is that a restaurant out near you? Or am I just completely blanking on what that is? '61 fletching. Adamant crossbow bolts is pretty big to be able to fletch. Oh, I don't venture very far outside of my immediate area. Unless I'm going to go visit like a friend or something. Thank you. I'm gonna be nice and not ask. It's a very nice place. Well, I don't even think I picked up the hunter boost. That is going to really bother me. Because I'm going to continue seeing it until I teleport away, go get the boost, and come back in and won't be here anymore. That's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go do that real quick after this last totem. quick detour for the Ninja Impling. Travel to the Hunters Guild. Just in case the boost doesn't last, we'll grab 2. Okay. Now that I went out of my way to grab them, I'm not seeing it. Did you do your animation, or are you waiting? Come here. Wish I was on the Arcea spell book and could use the spell. He's messing with me. I don't even have After Kingdom Divide done yet. Yes, I am going to get distracted by this ninja influence. There's Flyback. Yeah, I don't know which way he... Yeah, I don't... Like, this is the boundary of it. I don't know exactly where in this horseshoe you can get it out. Oh, you did. Thank you. Mystic Booties. Best in slot mage boots for a while. It is one of the reasons I wanted to get Hunter up. Not necessarily for the Mystic Boots, but the high level imps give good stuff. Yeah, they're very nice boots. I appreciate the help on that. I really do. I know that they didn't really need to add like a fletching mini game, but because it's a relatively easy skill to level whenever you actually have the logs and stuff. But this is, even though you're running around in this area, it's a relatively chill thing. The music's pretty calming and low-key nice. You got multiple ways to get here with the fairy ring and the Quetzal thing. And then you can take the little boats that they have over in this area. I like the fletching minigame. I think it's nice as well. It's one of those things that, did it need a minigame? Probably not, but like everyone is also saying that, like, I was on the Ironscape subreddit earlier, not today, but like a week or two ago, and they were saying, like, someone suggested a crafting mini game on as part of the new island contest, and everyone's like, no. Like, half the people are like, yeah, that would be a great idea. Half the people are like, no, that's bad. I like this minigame. The knife is really good. I'm very happy that I got it early. Oh yeah, no, I agree with the crafting thing. It's very good. I think just for irons, it gets a little tedious at points in the training because of how you get the materials, but you can get the materials like I am currently, and doing shooting stars AFK and using it to buy gems. As well, there is that method, the method of going into the desert and mining a bunch of sandstone as well. And the benefits that you get from it, with all the jewelry upgrades and stuff that comes out of it, it should be something that you need to work for. And yes, irons are tedious, and I chose to give it a try. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'll go back to my main. It's not going to be the end of the world if, you know, I don't like this in the end. But I figured I'd give it a shot. It's been a little over half a month now. I'm enjoying it, so we'll continue. If it gets... And I need to just be mindful and consider that I need to, you know, get lucky in certain things to get certain drops to make my account seem like it's gonna go by faster. And I know that I could end up being at Moons of Peril for 1000 KC if I'm going for every single item. It's one of those game modes that I have to do it. If I want all the upgrades that I want, I have to go out and get them, or make compromises. It's kind of why I am going down this fletching and hunting route, because it is going to be one of those things that, to do the fire cape, I want a net ladle or a Carol's crossbow, and if I don't get either of those before it, like I said, I probably won't do... I want a fire cape for the moons grind, so I'm probably just going to not even go and get an atlatl, and either do the fight caves in Carol's or with the sunlight crossbow. And one of those you can gain from skills, the other one you can't. .62 fletching, and that's adamant brutal arrows and javelins and sunlight answer bolts. So we can officially start the hunter grind again, because with 72 hunter we have access to the sunlight antelopes. At 74 is when we can make one of the antlers and attach one of the antlers to the hunter crossbow to make it more effective. So we will continue fletching. Thank you, Flyback. I did prepare roughly 1,200 maples for today for this to get to 65. I think it may have been a little overkill to do 1,200, but I also have about maybe just shy of 300 U's. So once we get to 65, if I'm still going, I'll probably switch to U's at that point. As I believe it gives obviously more experience, but I believe more Vale offerings per the higher level totems that you make. Which more chances that the rewards are better, just in general. And seeing as I'm under 500 maples now, it's definitely been a relatively quick use of about half of them, a little over half of them, to get where I am at the moment. And I've only been live for about an hour and a half, so that's not bad. And I started at 55, so 7 levels. Which is essentially double your experience from 55. So not bad. I will do the loot at 65. So yes, I will show the loot. And if I do get an extra fletching knife, I can sell it to the store, and so to get more Vale research points so that I can buy other rewards from the store as well. So it's not a bad thing to get a duplicate here. And I am kind of interested in stacking up multiple bowstring spools so that I can sit in, do all the bales of flax in one inventory and put them all on the bowstring spool and make a bunch of bowstrings. Fletching pet would be very fun. What would you make the fletching pet? That's a construction level again. So not bad. I think that's 3 construction levels since I've started. Granted, construction's a lot lower. Sorry. I read that flyback and I got nightmares of Clippy. I flashed back to Clippy, so very traumatic experience there. I knew, that is exactly what I saw whenever I saw a bow, and it was essentially a bow form of Clippy. Clippy was, yeah. I kind of miss him too, but I'm okay with the world we live in now that doesn't have him. Now, granted, I wrote a little program for the D&D session that's coming up, and it trying to do predictive text and all that kind of stuff in the actual editor, it was not fun. Just, I don't need you to complete my thought when it is wrong whenever I try to hit enter. Not to say that you're not a hate watcher, RJs, but it seems like you're more of a hate chatter towards Flyback when watching Condor's streams. Oh, that's fantastic. What pet did they get? Or pets? Oh, from the same raid. It's probably not going to be featured because of how Condor actually does the Iron Man moments section, as he only pulls the latest 3, essentially. Unless it's going to feature him, he's going to pull the 3 highlights from him that time. So, since you posted it today, he probably won't showcase it. I mean, doing... Fundamentally, I can understand Awaken Vardorvis. I don't think I can actually put it into practice to do it. Like, I've done, what is it, 13, slightly over 1,300 normal Vard Casey. So I understand, don't stand where the X is going to pop up, because that's when it deals damage now in Awakened. You have to deal with 2 prayer flicks, you have to deal with extra axes, and just, it gets sped up as his health gets lower, and such. So yeah, it's pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. Of course there were signs, RJs. I don't even listen to his music, and yes, there were signs. I thought it was quite obvious whenever South Park was making fun of him for being a gay fish. After Condor's stream, I was lurking in Foe's stream while I was working, and just as I was about to call it an evening, the farmers pulled a double drop at Nex, getting a Torva plate body and Nihil horn in the same KC, which was really cool to see. Oh yeah, he definitely makes things much harder than they ever need to be. They have 3 of 4 lives. 3 of 5 lives still, sorry. Since Curtis died to Vard, they haven't lost one in a while. Mammal's been chanced quite a few times at Doom, so he's kind of sworn that off for a little bit. But they're killing it. They're 3 of 5 lives left. They're doing Nex, obviously. They started Nex today, and there's not much after Nex other than going out and getting all the megas and then maybe Nightmare, and then maybe Grandmaster Achievements, and maybe Denise going for her Quiver and Infernal Cape if it ever goes to that. Yeah, when Foe lost his life, that was that was rather unfortunate. He kind of just looked at chat, I think he, if you look at the clip, I think he saw the order of the ghosts and went in reverse. And if I'm remembering correctly, that's what he did. And, you know, it's just one of those things that Serb is easy until you just mess up one mechanic, and that's 90 life real quick. XP tracker. I was getting about 128, 129k fletching, but that was before the I'm going to sit around and wait for a ninja impling. Oh yeah, everyone makes mistakes, and like that's kind of being human nature. So I'm more in this account for the Iron Man perspective. I'm going to do my best to remain a hardcore, but like I said, not attached to the life. That's adamant tip, ruby tipped adamant bolts for level 63. Yeah, I've played safe relatively on this account, so it has been a little lame. I'm thinking what I'll probably do is soon is to continue Hunter Rumors for a little bit, because that Hunter boost that you get from the Hunter Guild that I just went to for the Ninja Impling gives a +2. So I'll probably boost for the Moonlight Moths, catch a bunch of those, and then send some Scurious. Because I do want to get the combat up a bit. Yeah, rubies are really good, so I'm happy to get those. And I don't have many rubies left because I made a bunch. I made a good healthy portion, I think like 60 to 70 dig site pendants, and then I made a good bit of them, like another 150, 200 into ruby bracelets and out them. So I don't have many rubies left at the moment, but I'll get more, obviously. So those will be used for bolts. Oh, I know you aren't. I don't say what you're. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yes, I understand. Playing very safe is a little lame. I get it, and I'm not going to. There is no intention for me to continue to play safe for an extended period of time. It's just I am working towards. I have my own set of goals that I'm working towards at the moment, and I don't plan on dying, but I kind of want to get my account to a place where I feel like I can do things without hurting myself on resources at the moment, because I haven't really started the farming stuff yet, and that's mainly because I haven't gotten to the farming guild, which is a good way to maintain seeds through the contracts. But I did spend a little bit of time AFK today getting volcanic ash for ultra compost. I'm excited to see how far I make it as well. I mean, his death is like, don't get me wrong, I was watching him whenever he died to Zarpus, and I think it is like, that death was very unfortunate, and you could tell when he swung, he knew that he was standing on the wrong tile. So yeah, it was an unfortunate death. He really could have gone pretty far with the hardcore. I think him not being hardcore has allowed him to kind of loosen up and play a little more freely and a little more unsafe, like taking more chances. So I think that's good for him. But yeah, I think he could have done really well on a hardcore. Heck, I don't even know. We may have done like the bear masses, but I think they would have been a little bit different, because if he was still a hardcore, I don't know if he would have literally I don't think he would have stayed for as many of the fights as he did, or he does, for the bear masses. I think he would have used us as, okay, team's coming, I'm leaving, you guys stay and fight. Yeah, I need to get Miscellanea starting soon, but that is kept behind the Heroes quest at the moment, which is, I need to do Shield of Rob 4 and get the fishing and cooking levels to catch the lava eel. So next week I'll probably do Temperos, so that I can get those levels. Yeah, he could have. I agree. He probably could have done RDO. Dragon Battle X is pretty good. I will agree. I don't know how useful it is anymore. Not that I'm against getting it and using it. It's just that with the Black Warlocks acting as a budget strength potion, super strength, is not bad. And I will say, here, let me pull this up. I did some trolling earlier while I was AFK yesterday, and I did get the Rusty Locket from the first salvage, so that was a free 5,000 experience lamb that I was able to put into Herblore. So I'm very close to super attacks right now. Yeah, agreed. I know you definitely spit out a ton of super attacks, because you get a bunch of Virit and it's so easy to get eyes. I do know that I am probably going to have to spend some time in the Mastering Mixology place to get some Eldariums as well. Yeah, the battle axe is really good for boosting strength. I do think I do recall that being the highest before the raids, obviously. Two tooth halves of a key. I need a loop half so that I can open up the chest in Falador. Or Taverley. For the Falador diary. I should probably pick one up for the main. Just to have it for nostalgia's sake. I don't know why I never picked it up. I remember absolutely loving the battle axe special attack whenever I got one, when I was playing in a much earlier time when it was the best in slot combat item. .108 is... I can only imagine hitting a 108. Yeah, I don't obviously know because I'm a low level, but I'm expecting just to continue the hardcore talk, like, I'm kind of expecting that the placements of those spirits for the Ring of Visibility for, I think, his General Shadow are going to be in some bad places in the wilderness, so it'll be fun definitely doing that. And yeah, if I'm still hardcore and it's about time to do the Mage Arena 2 cape, I will do that as well. I do too. I think it's more of a nostalgia thing where you're a youngin and you have your priority is more on fun instead of trying to be efficient in a game where you have less time to play it than you did as a kid. So you feel like being efficient to get to those parts of the game is where you need to what you need to do that. So yeah, I understand that, RJ's. Dragon Longsword is fun. We will not lie on that one. Look, I 100% expect that if I do stream the Mage Arena 2 cape or any of this stuff in the wilderness like that, that either... Not that I would expect you guys to protect me, just that I would have expected Flyback to appear randomly, like being hidden, and then show up and spook the living crap out of me. With everything that's going on with Greenland, I wouldn't even go there. I'm not even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole or even consider visiting. I do 100% think that before starting this minigame, getting the log basket is very, very beneficial. Just being able to have enough logs in your inventory to do a rotation. Like, granted, there's a bank right here that you could just hop over and get more logs from. And then bank up there again. I just think having the log basket in your inventory just makes it a little easier. So do your forestry, kids. Looks like we'll get the level on the next one. Level 64. Quickly went through that. I believe 64 doesn't give us anything. I think 65 will be the one for the adamant tipped, the diamond tipped adamant bolts, which will also be very good. and get 36 construction. We'll see how those go, because I did not... It changed from 3, 4, and 5 to 1, 4, and 5, and I hit 3 first, so we'll see how that one comes out. But 78 rummages, I have a little bit in the bank. We'll see how lucky we get today. What I do also like and appreciate is even though I'm not like super high up in the agility ways, I haven't run out of energy since being here. I believe you get your run energy back at some point during it. I don't think it's these that give it back. I think whenever you claim your offerings, you get it back, but or maybe not. Whenever you place a new totem, beginning is whenever you get it. Looks like. So it's just feels nice being able to run from totem to totem to totem without having to, you know, worry about run energy. So at the rate we have at about 120k experience an hour, this will be done in about 65 will be done in about 14 minutes, which is not bad. Here for I've been here for about 2 hours, going from level 55 to 65 in about 2.5 hours is not bad at all. I haven't thought about that yet, Flyback. I would probably have to look at and see how many U logs I need to cut. Cut the U logs. As well, do the magics and redwoods. If I were to continue this method, of course. Why am I not planning on getting it in 3 to 4 days? I think the main reason is, while it does seem like I have the capability to focus on one task at a time and I don't need to be bouncing back and forth from content, and this has not been terribly bad. I do want to go and do other things before getting 99 fletching. So I do kind of want to start killing Scurrius this week. Realistically, if I had a better way of getting down to Barrows more consistently at the moment, I would probably be doing Barrows runs after I got a bunch of those Moonlight Moth mixes going. Yeah, I agree. I just... I can understand from a creator's perspective of just doing, like, a 5-hour stream of just Nex or just Vardorvis or, you know, just one single thing is boring potentially to the audience, but I also think that certain people also just can't sit down and focus long enough on that one thing and just grind out the item. Hence why you say that Condor refuses to get upgrades for his stuff, because, you know, if he actually sat down and sat at the Doom for a week for, you know, the entire set of streams, he might already have the Avernic Treads. Oh, I know you are. And that's perfectly fine. So I think he just has a list. I think if you were to knock an item off, like if you were to spend a week to do like a single item, he could probably get all the items. And he probably, despite his luck, obviously, he's been dry in multiple places, but also spooned in others. that's another construction level. That's nice. I didn't know he drove a CRV. Pretty much a builder, but everything except for my house. I don't know if I might have only chairs in my house at the moment. I think I've literally trained construction literally through questing and totems and building ship stuff. Second generation pre-facelift 2001 CRV. It's embarrassing. Why would RJ's disclose that he drives that? Although, personally, I think it would be a little more embarrassing to drive one of those cube things. Now that would be believable if you could be within like 100 yards of a Pittsburgh crapper. So I don't know if I believe you on the whole stalking him. RJ's, are you trying to like mimic the streamer whenever you're in their chats? Like, you're a hate watcher in Condors. You seem to have picked up on the ancient lingo of my generation. Fair enough. I don't know why you would intentionally make yourself physically ill to stalk RJ's, but if that makes you happy, then I will not say anything against it. I do unfortunately not drive one of those. I honestly am not a car guy. Like, I understand and respect everyone's the people that have a passion for cars. I understand it and respect it. I just never was a person to get into it. I am just happy to have my German car that gets me from point A to point B, and that's about it. I probably need to get a new car I bought my car new, and I've had it for just about 13 years now, so it's getting to the point where I should probably start consider getting a new one. Close. It is a VW, but it is not a Golf. I would give yourself a little more credit than that, RJ's. I'm gonna say the secret sauce is homemade, though. No, no, it's a Jetta. I drive a Jetta. Yeah, nothing exotic. It's just... It has some bells and whistles to speak of. It has a nice feature of where it will warm the mirrors and like the windshield wiper area to like 35 degrees Fahrenheit if it's cold and you turn on the heat, so that it will help melt ice and stuff like that in that area. Yeah, my car has heated seats as well. They're very nice. I won't lie. And just I would prefer the weather to be cooler, on the cooler side than the warmer side. So, but having heated seats is just a nice amenity to have within the Northeast. Okay, so what I am going to do is, I believe I'm gonna put some U logs into here. That's 25. So we'll do 25 at first. And we'll do this inventory. We'll do these as I need to do. And that's 65, which is the ability to make U short bows, but also do U Vale Totems. So I'm going to do this one and this one up here as maple. Then we'll start doing U, and when we get back to the bank over there, we'll do this other round, and when we get back to the bank, we'll do the opening of these Vale offerings. Empty these. Thank you. need to do like one of the last couple as a maple. Nope. Been doing longbows for so long I forgot that I cannot do those with yews. Yeah, so we'll do this next one up here as a U, and we'll also prepare one last maple. And just from that, going from maple to U has made the experience jump up a good bit as well, I believe. Alright, just about 9,200. The 6 isn't going to be aided by the 46 that's in my bank. These bales of flax are nice. What we're really looking for is the bowstring spool at this point, I guess. Yeah, it is really quite the jump. So, I might literally just do this till 99. Well, obviously with the intermediate, like, stringing a magic short bow if I need to in the interim. But this is not a bad way of getting fletching experience. So we will rummage through these veil offerings. It's 100 per rummage, so we'll just start. Yeah, these magic roots are actually pretty good too. Magic seeds, acorns. I can start doing some. I'll probably start doing some farm runs with these as well. And there's the bowstring spool. If we get additional bowstring spools, we can also get, we can stack them together so that they can hold more bowstrings. So, I think level 65 and having both the fletching knife and one bowstring is pretty good. And we'll also do all of the dirty arrow tips at the end. Very spooned, yes, I agree, flyback. Thank you, RJs. Um, let me know if my stream went down. I'll hold it. I'll hold here. My computer just told me that OBS disconnected. Let's see. It looks like I'm still live on my end. So I don't know why OBS disconnected. Okay. Good to hear that, RJs. Thank you. Yeah, that game, I definitely can see why there is a seizure warning on Ball X Pit. Ooh. Alright, that is all the Vale offerings. Spooned one spool is good. And we'll just clean up these arrow tips. Getting dragon arrow tips is rather nice. I am a little bit of a spooned individual. I will admit that. This needs to go into here. This can be cleared. Seeds. Keep the bowstring spool here. We'll keep this here. We'll put the branches in there. Grab these. Clear this. And put the bark into the backpack for that. Eggs. I had one earlier from woodcutting that I did get. No Guthixian ones though, unfortunately. So we will go and I do want to check this, how many points I have first. This is a cosmetic reward, so if I get it from a Vale offering, I'm going to sell it to the store. Don't need it. I have 143. Knife costs 350. Bowstring spools 250. So not bad. Definitely will come back. Maybe have to buy another one. So blessing to the woodlands brings us very close to the woodcutting guild. No spoon. Maybe we'll get it eventually. That's the closest door from that teleport, I believe. I don't put you like right here. Didn't want to have to run all the way around to out here. It's just simpler to go around this way. Yeah, I really should start planting those and watering them so I can have saplings on the ready. But yeah, that's pretty much failed totems. It's a very good minigame for fletching. Got 10 levels. Obviously, with those 10 levels, 65 gives us you short bows since I was fletching them already. The big one that I wanted was the 62 for the Sunlight Hunter bolts. We can also make ruby and diamond tipped bolts, which is very good for when they're enchanted to do a good bit of damage. Darts, not really much in the way of darts. You get the ability to use the Cam 4 blowpipe. Not really. I could go out and start cutting the logs, but I don't have the sailing level to access Cam 4 yet. Let alone I don't know if I could fish the squids for the beak yet. Let alone I don't know if darts are really that good without the blowpipe, the toxic blowpipe. Crossbows, we're still working towards the Sunlight Hunter one. Getting a few more fletching levels would be not bad if I were to get a set of runite limbs for the the rune crossbow as well. So that's something that we'll probably work towards as well. We will work towards when we do the Sunlight Hunter's crossbow. Javelin's not really interesting. Shield's not very interesting either. And 65. Adamant arrows are not bad. Brutal arrows are okay if you're going to do chompy bird hunting. And extra arrow shafts per higher level log is okay. So what I think I am going to do is next mini game we'll probably be doing Temperos because we need the fishing requirement for the Hero's Quest, which isn't too far off from this. But we do need 53 cooking and fishing for it. And we also need to do Shield of Rob still, as both this quest and Hero's Quest have the need to be in either the Phoenix or the Black Arm gang. And I have been too lazy to go and look up and go into the French chat to get that done. Also, we'll continue working on Hunter rumors to level up Hunter so we can get to Sunlight Moths. Have plenty of Hunter meat already so that I can make them into mixes to give them 2 doses and they will heal 22s. And I guess the next thing would be continue AFK mining for gems to level crafting. So next week will be Temperos. Probably after that, if I'm not 44 farming, we'll probably, or 45 farming, we'll probably do Tithe Farm and just continue questing when we're on stream. What I think I will try to do though before ending the stream is we'll try to give Scurious a go. I might be able to pull out a kill. Do I not have a prayer offhand? Let's do this. Let's equip this, put this in here, swap them. I'll get more as I do either through thieving or crafting or whatever, or other clue scrolls and stuff. I realized as I was alching it, it is a clue item, so I'll get that later again. Realistically, I'm probably gonna want let's go and plan this out in Varrock. I think next on the list of quest is probably to do the Fremnik Trials and Isles quest, so I can get the Helm of Need. Helm of Need, it's not. We'll make some iron knives so we can. Why did they spell out 1 and use numbers for the rest? It seems a little random. Okay. They are on rapid. So do this. Do this. Prayer helmet's not a bad idea. Small detour because realize I don't have. I knew mentally I didn't have these, but I had the realization that I was about to go and put it in my inventory for my setup for Scurious. know when I did this on the group Iron Man that it was a little difficult to get the KC, to get the kill at Scurious, so with 50s, and I felt more comfortable having the Dragon Scimitar. But if I can get a 1 KC bone, Scurious bone, or Scurious spine, it will be beneficial to have that obviously over than a Dragon Scimitar anyways. And we'll do 10 of these as well. Even though the defense portion of it is probably not needed, we'll do it just because Scurious's minions hit through prayer, protected prayer anyways, so. Put that, put these away. Let's head to Varrock again. Yes, if Yama was a rat in Varrock. How was your lesson? That's good. Pretty much. Especially in the New World Order. Do you really need to speak British, though? Did I enter the... Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, why does he have 1,500 hit points? And then I realized I probably did not do the solo fight. That's a lot better. I apologize, that's rather loud. gonna put that down there as well. Because I don't want to because I have it set up to left click to teleport to the monastery. I don't want to accidentally click that when switching. So we'll leave that there. Yeah, I had apparently gone into the general, the public instance. I don't know why, but I had thought I hit the private instance option, so who knows? Mistakes happen. Hi, Smit. Welcome back. I got to my fletching goal, so I decided I'd come here and give this a shot while I was relatively low combat. I would love to get a spine. Obviously, but we poked the big rat. And there's the first rat, Casey. For a rune battle axe. Not bad. We're gonna hold on to the last prayer pot. I could make another one, but I can make more, but I'm gonna hold off and doing more scurrious until I feel like I'm a little more ready for it. But I don't need a rune battle axe, so I am going to alch it for its nearly 25k. Yeah, and it's only gonna get colder. RJs. We'll probably get a little reprieve on Wednesday and Thursday, but it's going to be really cold this weekend. I'm not looking forward to brushing off my car tomorrow morning and making my way into the office. And speaking of that, I do have to be in the office tomorrow, so what I think I'm going to do is I am going to end the stream here. Got the goal of 65 fletching at the Vale Totems today, as well as did the first scurrious kill. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I will probably stream. I don't know if I will. I have a couple of more quests that I still have left to do. Like I said, I'll probably do the Frumnik Trials in Isles next for the Need Is Not helmet. So I think I will end the stream here, and thank you for everyone that came by. Have a good night.